On July 13, 2023, a young woman in Lagos, Nigeria, posted her last Instagram story, a fleeting glimpse of her vibrant life. Her name was Augusta Osedion, known to her 107K followers as Augusta XXO. By the next morning, she was no longer a student, an influencer, or a dreamer with a first-class degree in sight. She was a body, discovered in a locked apartment. Her life ended in a way that would shock a nation. This is a story of Augusta, a 21-year-old whose ambitions were cut short, and the man who called himself Killaboi, whose actions would spark a global manhunt. Augusta was born in 2002 in Nigeria, raised in a family that valued education and ambition. She was a final-year student at Leeds City University in Ibadan, Oyo State, pursuing a degree in business administration. According to university records, she was on track to graduate with first-class honors, her grades reflecting a disciplined mind. Beyond academics, Augusta had carved a niche as a social media influencer and aspiring model, showcased her love for fashion, beauty, and lifestyle content. Posts from early 2023 show her posing in colorful outfits, promoting local brands, and sharing snippets of her daily life. Gym sessions, coffee runs, and motivational captions like, "Keep pushing, the world is yours." Friends described her as vibrant and driven, someone who balanced her studies with a growing online presence. In early 2023, Augusta moved to Lagos, settling in the upscale Oral Estate in Aja, a bustling area known for its gated communities and proximity to the Atlantic coast. She shared an apartment at 24A Abiola Apuyai Street with her boyfriend Benjamin Best Nayeriogo, known online as Killaboi. Benjamin, then 26, was a social media personality with over 50,000 Instagram followers. He presented himself as a successful betting punter, claiming to have earned 300 million naira, roughly $700,000 USD at the time, between 2022 and 2023. His posts boasted luxury cars, designer clothes, and a flashy lifestyle. But beneath the surface, there was a darker history. In 2021, he had been arrested by Nigeria's Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, for a 150 million POS fraud involving stolen credit cards. Released after questioning, he returned to his online persona, but the incident hinted at a propensity for deception. Augusta and Benjamin's relationship appeared glamorous online. Photos from June 2023 show them together at Lagos nightclubs, smiling for the camera, her arm around his waist. But privately, their dynamic was complex. According to police reports later released, the couple had arguments, though none were reported to authorities before the incident. Before their cookout, 2 of the arguments were public, with Augusta's social media gave no hint of trouble. Her last post on July 12, 2023, was a video of her modeling a new dress, captioned, "Ready for the weekend." The next day, July 13th, 2023, everything changed. At approximately 7 o'clock, Augusta was in the apartment with Benjamin. The details of what happened next come from a combination of forensic findings and Benjamin's own statements. According to a Lagos State Police statement, Augusta was stabbed multiple times in the chest and abdomen. The attack was not a sudden outburst. Evidence suggests it was deliberate. Her body was then mutilated, with parts of her breast, vaginal area, and eyes removed, indicating an attempt to obscure identification or send a message. The apartment, a modern 2-bedroom unit with tiled floors and large windows, became a crime scene. Blood was found on the bedroom floor and bathroom tiles, though cleaning supplies nearby suggested an attempt to conceal the act. The brutality didn't end with the murder. Benjamin locked the apartment and fled, leaving Augusta's body inside. For 4 days, the crime went undiscovered. Augusta's mother, Cordelia Okonie, grew concerned when her daughter stopped responding to calls and messages. On July 17, 2023, Cordelia visited the apartment, knocking repeatedly with no answer. Sensing something was wrong, she contacted the Aja Divisional Police Office. Officers arrived, and after receiving no response, they broke through a perimeter fence to access the locked door. Inside, they found Augusta's body, already decomposing in the humid Lagos heat. The scene was gruesome. Blood stains had seeped into the floor, and the mutilation made identification challenging. A rose tattoo on her thigh, a detail provided by Cordelia, confirmed it was Augusta. And the discovery sent shock waves through the community. Augusta's friends, alerted via WhatsApp groups, gathered outside the estate, some weeping openly. Her university issued a statement mourning the loss of a promising student. Social media exploded, with Justice for Augusta trending on Twitter, now X, by July 18, 2023. Posts from users like @LagosVibes read, "How do you do this to someone you claim to love?" The brutality of the crime, stabbing, followed by mutilation, sparked outrage. But what came next would elevate the case to a national spectacle. Augusta's dreams were clear: graduate with honors, build her influencer brand, perhaps launch her own fashion line. She was described by a classmate in a Punch newspaper interview as someone who always had a plan, always working on something. Her final Instagram story, posted hours before her death, showed her sipping a smoothie, unaware of the violence that awaited. The apartment, meant to be a space of safety, became her end. And Benjamin, the man she trusted, would soon reveal his role in a way no one expected. A young woman with everything ahead of her, plans, passion, potential, gone in a moment. The suspect was clear from the start: Benjamin Besnay Ariogo, known online as Killaboi. One guard recalled seeing Benjamin leave the apartment early on July 14, 2023, carrying a black duffel bag and appearing agitated. No one reported hearing screams or seeing Augusta. Augusta's phone and wallet were also missing, though her bank cards showed no activity post-murder. The breakthrough came not from police work, but from Benjamin himself. On July 17, 2023, hours after the body was discovered, he posted a series of Instagram stories from his @Killaboi_ account, confessing to the crime. In the first post, he wrote, "I ruined my life at 26 with the killing of my girlfriend." Subsequent stories detailed his motives. "Pain, betrayal, and cheating pushed me to it. I didn't mean for this, but I lost control." He claimed Augusta had been unfaithful, though he provided no evidence. The posts were raw, unfiltered, and chilling, ending with a promise: "I will face my punishment, but I need time." By the time police accessed his account, Benjamin had deactivated it and vanished. The confession gave investigators a starting point. According to Nigeria Police Force (NPF) records, Benjamin's phone was last pinged in Lagos on July 14, 2023, near Victoria Island, a 30-minute drive from Aja. After that, it went offline, suggesting he had discarded or destroyed it. Police issued a wanted notice on July 18, 2023, distributing Benjamin's photo, a clean-shaven man with a fade haircut, last seen wearing a black hoodie, and his known alias, Killaboi. The notice described him as 5 feet 10 inches tall, approximately 160 pounds, with a scar on his left forearm. Augusta's mother, Cordelia Okoni, provided a statement confirming Benjamin's relationship with her daughter, noting they had been living together for 6 months. On October 11, 2023, the Lagos State Police Command formally declared him a wanted fugitive, increasing the reward for tips to N 500,000, about $1,200, 0 cents USD. The manhunt gained traction when Sierra Leonean police received a tip about a man resembling Benjamin frequenting a nightclub in Freetown's Lumley Beach area. On October 20, 2023, officers raided the club, arresting him at 2:00 a.m. The arrest was celebrated, with Cordelia posting a video on Instagram saying, "They caught him. My daughter's killer is in custody." The confession had given police a head start, but Benjamin's arrest was only the beginning. His motives, jealousy, betrayal, remained unproven, and his flight suggested a man determined to evade justice. With Benjamin in custody once more, the focus shifted to bringing him back to Nigeria, where the legal system awaited. The court remanded him in custody, setting the stage for a trial that, as of November 12, 2025, remains pending. No dates have been scheduled, but Inspector General Coyote Egbetokun assured the public of a diligent prosecution to ensure justice for Augusta. The aftermath unfolded in layers. For Benjamin, the glamour of his influencer life ended. His Instagram account, once boasting 50,000 followers and tales of betting fortunes, was suspended in July 2023 following his confession, Legal experts note that his prior EFCC fraud arrest in 2021 could compound the charges, potentially leading to consecutive sentences if convicted. Augusta's case file, including forensic reports on the stabbing and mutilation, was handed to prosecutors, who must prove motive, Benjamin's claims of betrayal and cheating beyond his social media admissions. The delay in trial reflects Nigeria's judicial backlog. With similar cases taking up to 2 years, the impact rippled through society. Augusta's death, a brutal reminder of domestic violence, ignited conversations on gender-based abuse. According to reports from the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, calls to their helpline spiked 15% in the month following the murder, with many citing Augusta's story as inspiration to seek help. Influencers and students at Leeds City University launched End the Silence campaigns, sharing personal stories of relationship toxicity. One post from a fellow student read, "Augusta dreamed of first-class honors and modeling. She deserved more than this." Public vigils in Aja and Ibadan drew crowds, holding signs demanding faster extraditions for fugitives. Changes emerged slowly. The case prompted calls for stronger Interpol cooperation in West Africa, with Nigeria's Ministry of Justice reviewing extradition treaties. In June 2025, the NPF announced enhanced training for cyberforensics, targeting social media confessions like Benjamin's. Augusta's University established a scholarship in her name for female business administration students, funded by alumni donations exceeding 5 million naira. Broader lessons point to red flags in relationships, jealousy masked as love, isolation from friends, and the dangers of unchecked anger. Experts from the Nigerian Feminist Forum emphasize early intervention. Hotlines like 833-338-3143 for abuse reporting. This case teaches vigilance. Spot the signs, speak up, support those trapped in cycles of control. Augusta's light, her drive, her posts, her potential deserves to inspire action, not just mourning. If Augusta's story moved you, subscribe for more truths that demand attention. Together, we can turn awareness into change. One life lost echoes in thousands. What will we do with that echo?